Welcome back, everybody, to The Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker HD.
Aw, yeah, we got the sails and what to do.
The hell were you even trying to say there?
I don't even know. I never know. I'm so confused.
I think what he was trying to say there was, we got the sail, so now it is time to set sail.
I think I broke my own self.
Oh, shut up, you.
Oh, man.
Oh, no wonder you've broken your own self. There's a fucking talking boat!
It's a fucking talking boat! Oh, man, I don't even know how I would react if I actually met a talking boat. I'd probably be all like, dude, let's go pick up some chicks, bro. Gnarly. I don't know why I talk as a surfer, dude. God damn it, getting in that boat is the most annoying part of this game.
It's pretty bad.
Do they maintain the ability to not actually have to use the sail to travel, but you travel super slow?
Super goddamn slow. Why would you unless you're like doing some precision shit?
I was contemplating doing that to do a slow run of this game.
So anyway, we're sailing.
Oh, yes.
I kept this all in. Eventually, we will come to a point where I'm either going to have to speed it up or just outright edit it out.
Sailing takes up quite a bit of the game.
And from island to island, there's barely anything.
There's not a whole lot. But they do break it up with some stuff. But yeah, the islands are the main draw. So, I mean, granted, the idea they did this almost entirely to avoid like loading times.
Yes,
and it does give that kind of feel that it's a great open sea with just the barren islands.
so we are sailing to that gigantic island over there.
You'll notice there are like...
Probably...
No, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, there are like two kinds of waves. There's these like pointy ones that are what have you, and then there's the ones where it's like the foam and it creates that grid type pattern.
But enough about that. We have arrived at Roost Island.
Probably... Okay, so the demo I played way back when also had the first part and the second part of this island as locations you could go. It might have been a different demo. I think there were two different demos that I played as a kid. Because that's like 4 or 5 locations already.
So, here is the main crux of the game.
Yes, the titular Wind Waker.
Yes. So we are now being taught how to use this thing.
I've noticed they kept it yellow.
Yes.
Well, it was yellow because it used the C stick.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't have a yellow stick anymore. It's all white.
Well, it's black.
Oh. Well, it's all the same color. It's noted by a white thing.
So we now have the Wind Waker. Using my little crossfade. That was between recording sessions.
Ah, fancy editing techniques.
More like blatantly obvious job. Right. There's a ship over there we want to get to. Hey, get back here, you son of a bitch!
Ah, yes, Beetle's ship.
Yes.
If you ever need anything from him, you're going to be chasing him down for like 30 years.
Thank God I cut it out, huh?
Yeah. It's amazing to think that you and I are now like 51 and 50 whatever years old.
It's weird because we still sound like we're 21 and 22.
No, well, you may sound like you're 22. I still sound like I'm 14.
That's bad.
I pretty much haven't sounded... My voice pretty much hasn't changed for like 7 years.
It's gotten a little deeper.
Yeah. Not a whole lot. Like, I'll be watching some old crappy videos that I put up. And I'll be like, yep, that's exactly how I sound now.
What we completely glazed over was that every time you buy something in Beetle's ship, you get a point for your membership card. And the silver membership card, whatever that does, is available once you reach 30 points.
Yes. This also has kind of like, oh god, that backfired. The Beatles shop has probably one of the worst jokes in the Zelda franchise.
Well, we'll get there.
Eventually. So I, for the life of me, could not figure out how to get past that bridge when I first played this game for like a week.
As you could tell by that crossfade, even the second time playing this section of the game, I'm like, okay, what did I do here again? Shit.
One thing that you discussed with me after playing this game, after playing Skyward Sword, is that you missed the targeting reticule.
I bash the fuck out of Skyward Sword these days, but the targeting reticule for the bombs that was put in Skyward Sword, it is sorely missed here.
Yes. Sidling
across the thing where I can't control the goddamn camera.
Nope. It was the same way in the first one, too. At least you stay on as long as you're holding A, and it's not sensitive based on your control stick direction.
Try not to jump off so I don't jump too far. Just stick that right on the boulder.
Physics!
I seem to know how they work. There we go.
Now we have our way up without having to do all that bullshit.
Without having to do all that bullshit.
Oh, hey, it's the postman.
He's in fact given a name. You're the expert.
I do not, for the life of me, remember any of the names of this tribe. I know Medley and Kamali, and that's it. I don't even remember the one guy who disappears after a certain section of the story.
The guy that just, at some point, just said, fuck this.
I know the name of the tribe, I know the spoilerific details about them, and I know two of the character names. That pretty much applies to every tribe in this game.
Right, I hope you like cutscenes.
Oh yes, cutscene-rific time.
Yes.
This one's actually not too bad. One thing I do like is, regarding the location, they do kind of have a Goron feel to them, don't they?
Yeah.
But,
which makes sense when you have to start thinking about this particular area. This particular island.
I'm trying to not discuss too much. Like, I really want to discuss a whole lot about them, because you got to realize the whole concept for certain spoilerific details about this game just blew my mind when I first beat the game. I'm like, man, this game had a lot deeper references than I thought it did. Well, okay, I was like 12, so I was like, man, this game had a lot deeper references than I thought it did. Except it wasn't nearly as articulately put.
And there was a lot of stuttering in there.
Even what I just said wasn't particularly articulate. So you can kind of understand how bad it was 9 years ago.
After you'd finally spent a year beating that thing.
Yeah, I know, right? I didn't even buy it when it first came out. I got it like months afterwards. I bought a used copy. Still had the booklet though. Man, that was back when booklets still were like nice booklets.
They weren't like these flimsy pieces of shit like I'm opening up. Like this booklet that I have for Sonic Transforms, just a random one that I picked out. It is a whopping 9 pages.
I am currently holding the Animal Crossing New Leaf booklet because it was right here. It is literally a pamphlet in the shape of a booklet.
So we got the delivery bag.
Yay! Now we can deliver stuff.
Yep. So now if we go up here, and go into this room.
Green clothes and a strange hat! Medley!
So here we have Medley.
So, for those of you who don't know, a medley is a musical term where you take like a whole bunch of different... You basically present one song that's made up of parts or the entirety of a whole bunch of different songs.
An example that immediately comes to mind is Abbey Road.
The entire second half is a medley. Fun fact, it's actually not even entirely in the correct order. What's the song? Her Majesty, which is presented like right at the end of the album. Thematically, I believe it fits between fits between it fits between I think Mean Mr. Mustard and Polythene Pam.
But enough about the Beatles.
Yeah. Ooh.
Shiny.
Laying on his bed in the dark, just looking at a shiny object, reminds me of high school.
Yeah.
Playing the DS.
The DS.
I almost said the Game Boy Advance, but that was middle school.
She's a little standoffish, aren't you?
This is my glowing ball of awesomeness. I was gonna try and make a reference to like something that involved a glowing ball of some sort. But the only thing I could think of was the basketball from Space Jam. Because it's also orange.
Alright, dude. Challenge accepted. You punk.
If you can do this impossible thing, I will give you this orb with the power of basketball. It has Charles Barkley's full prowess. You can do the chaos dunk.
What the fuck?
Now I'm just mixing shit together.
Yes. So it's time for another minigame.
This one's actually kind of hard.
I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't have much trouble with this.
I had a lot of trouble with it.
Well, it's because you're not good with the quick shit.
I'm really bad. Like, compared to the normal person, yeah, I actually have good reaction time. But compared to like a gamer, I have really bad reaction time.
So, the goal here is to sort 25 of these fucking things in 30 seconds. Which amounts to less than 1 per second.
If I remember correctly, each of these symbols corresponds to a different island.
That I believe it does.
And I can tell you which one is which.
But that'd be spoilerific.
It
well,
would be.
the one on the lower center is pretty dang obvious.
Yeah, if you can't get that, post in the comments, it will berate you. For
It will
being
ridicule you for being such a piece of shit that can't observe anything. You're worse than Prometheus.
I know, right?
God's sake.
Way to be worse than me, jackass.
Because Prometheus is the best in the world at being the worst in everything.
Pretty much. Oh.
Okay, so once you do the whole sort letters thing for
Whoa.
25 letters...
Wait a minute.
What?
Did they skip something? Did they cut something out? Because I remember prior to this point, that guy is wandering around the base of the island trying to find where the job thing is.
I don't know, all I did was exit and re-enter the place.
And it's heavily implied that you took the job from him. He's just wandering around forever. I guess they finally gave him a job. Granted, I could be completely freaking wrong about everything, but I think that's the case. Huh. Yes, it is, because you have to talk throughout the game. You have to talk to a Rito tribe member to do that mini game.
Rito tribe member.
Rito.
So we have yet another letter for our delivery bag. Let's go deliver that shit right now.
Aw, yeah, mail carrier!
Right, drop down.
If I remember correctly, you can only carry one letter at a time, right?
No.
No? Then I don't remember
The delivery bag is quite large,
Oh.
if I remember correctly. I don't know. I've never had to carry around more than one letter at a time.
So wait, you're delivering the letter by carrying it from there to the post office box? So
Yes.
another person who works on this island can carry it to where it needs to go.
Yes. That's called efficiency.
Your tax dollars at work.
Yep.
Well, not much anymore. Also, I totally think I totally said something I shouldn't have.
Yeah, you kind of did.
I might edit that out.
I might have to bleep that shit.
I'll bleep it for you. And they'll be like, they already bleeped it. Why are they talking about bleeping it? Well, shut up. We're not very professional, okay?
Didn't you see the last video?
Yeah, seriously.
I think I said something about Prometheus' mother in that video.
It wasn't
That should tell you something.
It wasn't even the dumbest thing.
Nope. It was the fact that you were even here.
It's not like we're getting paid to do this.
Nope. I'm like, what's in here? Nothing.
It's
Ah,
storage.
Fun.
What are you storing? Boxes? Boxes
And-
of what? Mail? Shouldn't that be getting delivered?
We'll do it tomorrow.
Oh yeah, this place also gave me a hard time because I was a stupid kid.
Yep. Yep.
There was a spring here. It's gone now.
It is now a fall.
Charles Barkley stole it when he did the chaos dunk.
Shut up about the chaos dunk!
No! Chaos dunk will rule us all. I'm not even directly referencing that shit anymore. I'm just saying stuff. Oh. Oh, man. So this part introduces a game mechanic that thankfully really only takes place in a couple sections. And actually, if you had gotten a certain thing beforehand, it would actually not play it would not be a factor at all.
But,
So the way you have to do this is you have to throw her when the wind is blowing towards that ledge.
Basically, it's coming from behind you.
Yes. Now, it randomly changes direction. You can control it with the Wind Waker, but he didn't get the power to do that yet, so...
Nope. You don't get that power until, well, after the next little area.
Yeah. So he was able to do it no problem, but if you're a punk noob like me, you probably want to get that power beforehand. Hey,
And now we have our first bottle.
No, I was going to say something about the bottles, but I completely forgot, so whatever. Now, when you're doing that with the whatever, are you doing that with the gamepad, or how are you
Yes.
doing it? Okay. I'm guessing the Pro Controller kind of brings up the classic item
That it
screen.
would, but I do not have a Pro Controller, so... You get ready for one of those references.
Kaboo!
See? What I'm talking about? Oh, so there was the spring. It was just covered up by a damn boulder.
Giant rock. It got chaos dunked into the source of the water.
Oh, for fuck's sake. You get one part.
Alright,
You
fair
get
enough.
one part, and then I will fucking destroy you.
You will fly down to Florida just to kick my ass.
Yes, I would do that. Even if I can't afford to.
That's only about $300.
$300 I don't have.
So these are a huge pain in the ass without the targeting things. You have to figure out exactly how far.
Yes,
to throw.
this... When I said the targeting reticule from Skyward Sword is sorely missed here, this is exactly what the fuck I was talking about. When you're trying to play fucking Bombsketball here from Mario Party, and it's just like, fuck.
Link, you gotta chaos dunk the bombs into the things to make a bridge.
Thank Christ, this video is only 10 more fucking seconds. So we will begin the first dungeon in part 5. See you then.